WOSCAP, Whole of Society Conflict Prevention and Peacebuilding. We want to contribute to a European Union that is able to reduce violent conflicts worldwide. Through local ownership and inclusivity, we want to bring sustainable peace. We believe inclusion is at the heart of peacebuilding. Successful peacebuilding and conflict prevention is not in the hands of policymakers alone. If you're affected by a conflict, you should be involved in peacebuilding as well. That's why we name it Whole of Society Approach. The WOSCAP project brought together a mix of research institutes, universities, think tanks, and practice-oriented organizations to bridge the gap between research and practice. We compared the EU's ambitions and policies with how they're implemented in practice. What are the main challenges and opportunities? Are the EU peacebuilding efforts matching local needs? To understand this, we reviewed the EU's past and ongoing interventions in Ukraine, Yemen, Mali, and Georgia, led by local researchers. This was complemented by the cases of Sri Lanka, Kosovo, Afghanistan, Guatemala, and Honduras. These conflicts are at the heart of the international agenda. We reflected on the findings and gathered best practices and lessons learned, focusing on 5 cross-cutting themes: multi-stakeholder coherence, local ownership, gender, civil-military synergies, and the use of ICTs for peace. We recommend ways to improve policies and actions for inclusive conflict prevention and peacebuilding. For example, how we can involve civil society in the security sector at the operational level. We engaged with the people who would implement our recommendations, discussed our ideas, and got their feedback. We innovate by exploring ways to improve practice and identify research priorities. For example, how can ICTs enhance the impact of peacebuilding, social cohesion, and peace advocacy initiatives? We produced 26 research reports, organized 15 policy meetings, and met with more than 300 stakeholders. The result is an assessment of EU capabilities, a catalog of good practices, and over 150 recommendations, which raise awareness around the next generation of conflict challenges and potential solutions, offer practical guidance to governmental actors on the implementation of local ownership, gender inclusiveness, and multi-stakeholder engagement, and define clear roles and mandates in civil-military relations. WOSCAP, from research to recommendations for sustainable peacebuilding.